Hello everyone, this is a unboxing and initial impressions video for Steel Stick 64. I signed up for an early adopter copy for this stick, the first Steel N64 stick. Got a personalized note from the man Linus from Steel Stick. Definitely a good guy. Go follow him on Twitter at SteelSticks64. He is doing some great things, as you will see in this video. So we've got some good packaging here. And right here we have a sheet. And on this sheet, we have a testing for my stick as to where it has any spaces in between where it inputs on the stick. Very nice. That looks better than most of the OG ones I've seen. And you can also see the serial number right here. This is the 43rd Steel Stick that is released. It's passed, obviously it says in the corner there. It's been passed as good for testing. Now let's get in here. And this is going to be where all the stick caps, I have a couple additional stick caps that came with it. And those are right here. And I have some screwdrivers that he included. Looks like a hex key, some synthetic grease, and some pads for underneath the stick itself in the controller. Get that out of the light there, that box. And now this is the Steel Stick itself. Now this comes with the OEM style stick, the original manufacturer style. Let's clean up our station a little bit here. Get the bubble wrap out. Couple bubble snaps for you guys there. I'm gonna hold off on opening it for right now and just take a look at it, feel it in my hand. Already I can feel a little bit more weight than I'm used to in a N64 stick. And the first this is with a the clear sleeve. This is an excellent stick, I can tell already. Looks like it's been greased already, so I won't have any problems there. I might be reading too much into it, but it does appear to have been greased. Got the serial number on the top there. Let's see if we can get this focusing. Right in the middle there, we've got the serial number. As others have noted, it snaps back very well to the center position, and it has a little bit, it almost seems like it has a little bit more resistance than a normal N64 stick. This is my green and yellow stick and controller. It's got a little bit of cat hair on it, but forgive me. They snap back about the same amount. I guess I'll have to get it into a controller to really see. But for right now, I'm going to take a look at some of the other caps here. And give my initial impressions. The OEM cap feels exactly the same as an original cap, as far as I can tell. It feels like a new original cap that I've had a couple new sticks, or pretty much new, and it feels very much like that. But again, the weight is a significant difference, for sure. So I'm gonna need a screwdriver here, and I'm gonna get the other caps out of the bag here. And it also has another black sleeve here for the stick. I'm not going to be reviewing this in this video, but that will be included in my next video, a review of the steel stick once I've thoroughly tested it. I have the black Delrin and rubber here, or yeah, it's actually black color rubber. I thought that looked the best to me. And ooh, it looks like I have some more sleeves here. This is excellent. And I've got another screw in there as well. I'm gonna try replacing the stick. I was really interested to see how this as a racing game player, I am interested to see how this polycarbonate cap holds up. Very light knurling. I like that. It does have the top ridges like the N64 one. I'll just zoom in here a little bit. Yeah. Very solid threads there. I like that. I like the solid threads. That's really good. Actually, I can test out I'll test out the other sleeve. I guess I should try it out with the original one first, just to get a unbiased opinion of what it feels like before I start changing the caps around. So I'm going to try out the other sleeve, contrary to what I just said in the video. Nice. It slides off there, very nice and clean, easy. Very easy replacement here. I'm liking this so far. Really digging it. A little bit of oil on there already. That's excellent. That's what I like to see. And not sure the best way to do this, but I'm gonna settle with something like that to start with here. I can find these threads. And we're in here. Alright, so compared to the sleeve, the graphite sleeve, I feel it. It's a little bit slippier, more slippery. It feels like, and there's a little bit of softness, as he said. Yeah. I like that. I'm going to try around with that and then include my final opinion of it in my review. For now, I'm going to go back to the clear sleeve and actually I'm going to, yeah, I'll try the clear sleeve and the clear polycarbonate with the knurled finish here. Yeah, the clear one is much smoother to slide on as well. There's a lot less surface tension, I guess. It's not friction, it's like surface tension or something. Okay, so trying the clear one. I really don't want to screw this up. Right when I get it. Interesting. I don't think I've quite done something like this before. I think it was just the feel of the polycarbonate hole. I don't think it's been threaded before. Okay. So I like this. This is feeling really promising for wave race. But overall, the stick, it feels like a lot smoother. I can feel in the bowl underneath. It just feels how much tension I put in is exactly how much I get out of it. There's very little loss of force. A lot of the times with N64 sticks, you lose a little bit of force. And you just lose a little bit of force by... There's the... clear polycarbonate. You just lose a little bit of force because the stick wears into the bowl, and then you kind of make a fulcrum out of the gear itself and you do damage. I can tell, I already knew because of the specs of this that the base of it would have less friction on it, but it also appears to feel more solid in the actual housing. I guess we'll have to see with more play, but it's very interesting. So I'm going to try out the other cap here. This is black rubber and Delrin. I chose black just so that it's kind of universal in terms of... Ooh, actually, these might be extra sleeves that he included. I wonder if I can stack these sleeves on top of each other. I was talking to him about... I was asking him specifically about sleeves for Wave Race. He might have included a surprise in here for me because I don't think these are on the spec. I could be very, very well wrong here. Maybe I'm freaking out about something that's standard, but these do not seem like the standard. I don't know what these are. Can I get it to focus? Yeah, it's just a little flexible tube. Maybe it fits on the outside of these smaller tubes here. I'm gonna have to send him a message about this. I'll get him to tell me what it's probably for something else. So my initial look at the black cap, it feels very sturdy, but there's a little bit of give to the rubber, and actually it feels kind of stickier than an OEM cap or this polycarbonate cap would be. I can see in the polycarbonate that see, now it's like much smoother to take out after its first time having threads put through. That's a very nice touch to have it not pre-threaded. I like that. Or maybe it was, but it was just smooth. But it looks like the same thing on this cap as well, this black cap. Okay, so there's one side with a little ridge. And then there's one side that's a little bit flat there. So I imagine the flat side is one that goes down, a little ridge around the middle pin. Looks like maybe tightening these by hand initially is a good way to go. Just so that you can hold it on there. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Already refining my process. So here's the black rubber and Delrin stick. A little bit more stick to it, like it sticks to my finger a bit, and it gives, this might be my favorite of all. I've seen other people liking these, and I can see why. It kind of sticks to your thumb a little bit, and it's a little bit softer. So I'm gonna cut the video now, and I will actually, no, wait, I'm gonna try out it might be the wrong thing to do, but I'm gonna try out this sleeve idea that he, maybe I'm interpreting this right, but see, I put another sleeve in there, on there, just one of those ones that was included. I was talking to him about it, so it could be that that's what it's in there for. If not, maybe I found a use, and I'll put the black Delrin, and so it's all black underneath the stick and on it. This is cool. Wow. I hope this is what this is for and it's not for something else. Oh my god. That's perfect. Oh my god, that's perfect, dude. It restricts my movement, but it still lets me get like sharp inputs. But it'll keep me from doing like really hard, sharp turns in wave race. Because you don't need like the hardest or sharpest ones on most courses. And preventing myself from going all the way in. Oh my god, that's awesome. I hope that's not for something else and I'm not like doing something completely weird with it. And he gave me lots of lube with this. So I'm gonna switch to a controller and I'll just cut the video now. And I'll have a controller right here when I come back. Alright, so I got it put in my stick here. As you can see, it is very fat. This is a fat stick right here. As I look at it, these little black sleeves, they do appear to be of different widths in diameter, so it's likely that they restrict movement a different amount. This actually only lets it go to about that far. I'm trying to put some of my pale white skin behind it so you can get a good, nice contrast. Yeah. That's like the maximum it goes. Doesn't quite go to the input gate. And I specifically requested this for Wave Race 64 because I have a problem with going way too far into the input gate from Smash 64. And if I wanted to just play Smash 64, I can make an easy change if one of these sleeves ends up working out. Yeah, it does appear as though they are different sizes. No, never mind. They're two of the same, it looks like. Maybe different, no. Seem the same. Here we are. So if I want to do it for Smash Bros, I'm going to see how it feels without that extra black sleeve now. I really like these screwdrivers, by the way, and he's included an extra screw in the back here. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's so that you can put another screwdriver in there and then have a really long one. Interesting. So without the sleeve, it goes all the way to the input gate now. And as you can see, it's nice and shiny again. This feels a lot better for like Smash 64, where I would have to but I'm not sure I like the rubber for Smash 64. It kind of changes the friction, and I could probably get used to it, but I think I might save the rubber for Wave Race, and then I'm going to try out the knurled polycarbonate for Smash 64 instead. In my review, I'm going to test out all these sticks with 3 different games. And that would be Wave Race 64, Smash Bros 64, and as a third one, I included Mario Tennis because it has a lot of like circular inputs a lot, so it should be a little bit different than either of Wave Race or Smash Bros. So I like the clear polycarbonate. It looks really nice. It really does. It looks really cool. I think I might try this out for Smash Bros over the OEM cap, and I might move back to the OEM cap, to be honest, but I do like this. Sometimes I do slip off the stick, but it does have a similar amount of friction on it to the original one, other than the edges of it. So I'm probably going to try this out for Smash 64 and maybe go back to the OEM. We'll see. I'll probably have decided that by the time I finish my review. So that's my initial impressions and the unboxing for my Steel Stick 64. This was quite a treat. I'm quite fortunate to have a Steel Stick. I very much appreciate the craftsmanship that obviously went into this. The little care and attention. These sleeves, I'm really not sure if the sleeves are for something else. I'd be pretty bummed, but I guess I'll figure it out. All 3 caps I really like. The black Delrin and rubber, I like the softness. I think combined with the sleeve, that'll be a good look for Wave Race 64. And for Smash 64, this just feels a hell of a lot more consistent, and from what I know about the build materials, it will last a lot longer, giving me a little bit more consistency in like basic movement. Because I've always had this cycle, and I think all N64 players go through the cycle with N64 controllers where they go through their whole life and then they're done. And all through their life it feels different. And it'll be the same with this stick, but this stick's life is almost like it's guaranteed to be a lot longer than the. I guess time will tell, seeming as this is one of the first ones, but that's gonna be it for this video. Definitely check out the full review video I'm gonna be doing afterwards. This is quite an excellent stick, and I really look forward to using it. I'm going to take a whole bunch of really nice shots of this controller and the stick by itself, and I'm going to leave those up in the video after this. Thank you all for watching, and take care.